Why does every arm I draw look like a soggy breadstick with fingers? Most people mess up arms like this. They draw noodles instead of structure, they guess the muscles, and somehow the elbow ends up in another dimension. So, I broke it down into a super simple system, starting with basic shapes, then stacking muscles, then building up to the full arm. In this episode, you learn the 6 simple steps that took my arms from someone revoke my pencil privileges to actually kind of impressive. And step 3, this is the one detail beginners skip. That's the one that instantly makes your arms look 10 times more real. And almost nobody does it. Cue the intro and let's fix your arms. Step 1. Noodle time. Alright, step 1. Let's draw what we know best. Noodles. Arms. They're wiggly, floppy, and completely unhelpful. But don't worry, we'll fix them later. For this one, we care about one thing and one thing only. The arm's direction. Fingers, muscles, or tattoos? Who cares? Just don't let it point the wrong way. Step 2. Cylinders. We upgrade the noodles into cylinders. Why? Because noodles are weak. Cylinders have structure. Your arm can now survive at least one push-up. Also, cylinders let us see which way the arm is turning. Because believe it or not, arms are not flat. Shocking, I know. So, wrap those noodles up, give them some volume, and boom! Your spaghetti just hit the gym. Step 3, I call it the chain method. And think of it like this. The shape of the chain, it is how the muscles wrap around the bones. The cylinders we just drew. So we're basically taking those cylinders and wrapping them in these overlapping links, like a meaty chain. Each piece connects, flows, and suddenly the arm starts looking like it could actually do something. Now, yes, I know, in the last episode we went full professional. Real life references, real anatomy, very serious stuff. Unfortunately, on this one, let's say, if I use my own arm as reference, we're gonna have to stop at step 2. There's nothing else to show beyond that step. It's cylinder and then emotional support. So instead, we fake it. We trust the chain. We build our own muscles, link by link, until it looks right. Even if in real life, yeah, we're still working with noodles. Step 4. The shell. Now we add the deltoid, but let's call it the shoulder helmet. Easier to remember. This is the part that sits on top of everything like it's in charge, because it is. Think of it like a seashell just chilling on your arm, protecting all the chaos we just built underneath. You just drop it on top of the chain like a lid. Boom! Instant structure. Instant, hey, this might actually be anatomy. It wraps around the arm, connects everything, and suddenly your drawing goes from stack of weird shapes to, okay, that kinda looks legit. Also, very important, make it nice and round. If it looks like a pointy rock, congratulations, you've invented a new injury. So yeah, slap on the shoulder helmet, give it that smooth shell shape, and just like that, your arm is officially upgraded from noodles to seafood. Alright, step 5. Gym bros. This is where the arm finally hits the gym. First, I block in the biceps on the front. Think of it like that classic gym bro flex. Keep it simple, just a chunky, slightly tapered form heading toward the elbow. Then I add the triceps on the back. This one's actually doing most of the heavy lifting, literally. So I make it bigger and let it wrap around the arm to give it that thick, powerful look. At this stage, don't worry about details. We're not sculpting veins yet, we're just bulking up the arm. Think big, soft muscle masses, like inflatable gym arms. Once both are in, the arm should start looking less like a mannequin and more like it pays for a gym membership it actually uses. Step 6. Yeah, we would call these Step 6. Now that everything's in place, let's zoom in on the forearm. First up, the brachioradialis. Yeah, we're not calling it that. This is the forearm peanut, that chunky little shape popping right near the elbow. Easy to spot, easy to draw. Next, the flexors. This is your grip squad. They sit on the inside of the forearm and handle all the grabbing, squeezing, and holding. On the flip side, we've got the extensors, the release crew. They live on the outside and do the opposite job, opening the hand back up. At this point, don't stress about memorizing complicated names. Focus on the shapes and what they do. If you can recognize these simple forms and their roles, you'll be able to build a convincing arm every time. And that's it. What do you think? That's my way of drawing an arm. It might not be perfect, and some of the names or details might not be exactly right, but for me, it makes sense. And that's the point. Find your own way. The most important thing you can do is start with practice. Keep drawing, keep experimenting, and don't worry if it doesn't look good right away. Every line you make, every small effort is moving you forward. Progress comes from persistence, not perfection. Mistakes aren't failures, they're part of the process. Each one teaches you something, even if it's just what not to do next time. So be patient with yourself, trust the process, and remember that the skills you're building now will pay off in the long run. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my guides. And while you're here, check out some of the other videos I've made. You might find one that sparks your next breakthrough. Keep practicing, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next one.